Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 4 of the Smooth Podcast. I'm Rael. Here I have my host, Body by Banks. Body by Banks is a certified personal trainer, and she has her own gym, all women's gym. Body by Banks, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. So thank you for coming here. You know, I think that you're the first host that came with their own makeup team, you know? Glam Squad in the building. Let's get to it. So, Body by Banks, where were you born and raised?
I was born in Providence, Rhode Island, south side of Providence. Grew up on Prairie Avenue, my mom's house. Like, she still lives there till this day.
And what can you say about your upbringing? Was it a good one, bad one?
So I think there's always good and bad with growing up. My upbringing, I'm Liberian. My parents were both born there. So I'm first generation. As we all know, African parents are super strict. I always went the straight route. I always did what I needed to do in school. Never really got into trouble growing up that much. I kind of was a great kid. I'd say I was a great kid.
Okay. And you said you were good in school. What high school did you go to?
I went to Hope High School.
A lot of Hope High School that we get here. That's
Right.
crazy. And college?
College, I went to URI. I started at Long Island University in Brooklyn.
Okay.
I went there for a semester. I hated it so much.
You didn't like New York, huh?
No, I hated New York.
What didn't you like about New York?
I think it was just too much. I'm used to living in Providence, Rhode Island, where I can drive and, just pull up in my car, not have to do too much. Literally, when I would go home, like, from New York, there would be guys trying to holler. Like, I would have on my headscarf. I'm like, I'm just trying to get home.
Right.
And I would, like, literally get lost every time I tried to go home from the train. So,
Right.
I don't know. New York just wasn't for me. It was just too much. It was a lot.
Yeah. I feel you on that. And now, what did you study? Were you studying kind of to be where you're at today? Some sort of nutrition or exercise or marketing? What was your major?
So my major was always nursing. Being in high school, I always wanted to be a nurse. My mom and sister always worked in the medical field. And obviously, we all know African parents, they always want you to be like a nurse, a doctor, a lawyer, or engineer. So I always wanted to be a nurse. That was my major when I went to school in New York. And I did it for a little bit. I just couldn't focus being in that environment. Again, it was just too much. I was a little bit homesick. And it was hard. But nursing was always my major.
Gotcha. And now, when did you first find your passion for working out / the gym?
I found my passion when I was about 19, 20. One day I woke up, I'm like, I'm just going to get a trainer. I was 19 years old. I went to the WOW on Mineral Spring and I got a trainer just for her to show me the basics.
Okay.
I did that. I had a trainer for a week. And then after that, I would just use YouTube literally. And I think it was just more so for my mental, whatever relationship I was in at the time, I just wanted to go to the gym and just put all my energy into that and kind of put it into working out and express myself that way.
And was there certain people that you would subscribe to on YouTube, or who are some of the people that you were like, oh, when they drop a workout video, I got to watch it?
The huge one was Chanel. Her last name's Deslier. Her Instagram name used to be Coco Chanel, but she changed it. Yep. She was dark skinned. She always had a 6-pack.
Yep.
Literally everything she did, I was like, I'm doing that. She was from New York actually too. I still follow her to this day. She's still doing her thing.
Oh, that's what's up. I think she's in a relationship with that guy, Duke.
Yeah,
Is that the one?
He's an NFL player, yeah. She's dope.
They're like the black Barbie and Ken and shit.
And really what happened was I was working out in a private gym, and one of my cousins was there. He was like, you know who you look like? He was like, oh, he said the girl, Chanel. I was like, I know.
That's funny. And now, you're working out 19, 20. When did you decide, hey, I want to become a personal trainer?
Honestly, that was never a thought in my mind. Like, I used to just go to the gym and go hard for myself. I wanted, like, my body to be the epitome of what I wanted to look like. I just wanted to channel all my energy into myself, and I wanted to make myself look good and feel good. And so becoming a trainer wasn't a thought, but all my friends around me would be like, oh, train me, train me. Like, they would ask me to train them, and I'm like, for what? Like, I don't think it was really a thing back then. It was a thing, but it wasn't like a trend, right? Like, working out with me was cool, but to be a personal trainer, I think everyone started to like talk about that luxury when people on Instagram, like, you know, popular people on Instagram started getting like personal trainers. So it wasn't a thing to have a personal trainer until it was like a thing, right? So at first I would work out with my friends, and then a lot of people would just ask me to train them, and then that's kind of how I fell into being a personal trainer. It wasn't something that I went out to seek at all.
And, you know, you mentioned that, you know, you took on this field because you wanted to look good yourself. The thought of the perfect body for you or the goal body for you, has that changed over the years?
Yes, every time it's changed. Honestly, it's crazy because at first you do it for the physical, and then it starts to become way more mental than anything. It's like to the point where if I don't go to the gym, I'm mentally not right. Like,
100%.
so goals have changed, of course. But then I started to realize, like, you know, it's not all about the physical. When you're young, that's what you think. Like, oh, I just want to look good. I want to look good. But it's really, I want to feel good. And if you don't feel good, you don't look good. So,
besides your gym, of course, what do you think the best gym ever in Rhode Island is/was?
That's a good question. And do you mean by like trainers, or do you mean
You being there working out and being like, oh my God, I love this gym.
LA Fitness in Cranston?
In Cranston.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my home. And it's simply because, like, the shake bar there, literally, my shake will be done when I'm done. Or, like, I'll order some stuff that's not even on the menu, and they'll have it for me. Or I'll come, when I badge in, like, they know about my gym. You know, they notice me. And I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah. So, you know, it's really, really cool that you have your own gym and you become this kind of like Rhode Island fitness influencer. Here at the Smooth Podcast, we always talk about the times that weren't so highlighted and possible setbacks before you kind of made it to where you are today. Do you want to kind of shed some light on one or two of those setbacks?
I have a couple of them. One of my setbacks, and I think it was right after I was coming back from school in New York, one of my close family members got into some legal trouble. And it kind of just like made me look at life differently. It was just a tough experience that my family and I had to go through. And I felt like it was a setback, but it was just like setting me up to know that I want more for my family, and I want to be a better role model to everybody around me. So that was a major setback. I moved back from New York because I hated it. I literally stayed in my dorm room. I never went to class. So when I came back because of that situation, it was just like, what's next? It was kind of like, what's next?
And, you know, you said it kind of prepared you and it made you understand that you wanted more for yourself. It's always interesting about how sometimes setbacks are really just a blessing in disguise, right?
Right.
And sometimes the goals and the things that we want and we don't get, we realize later on, like, oh man, it's actually a good thing I didn't get it at that time, right? You owning a gym now versus you owning a gym, say, when you were 23, what would be the difference?
Wow. It would be a huge difference. And I think the difference is how I'm so disciplined. I make my clients disciplined. And just letting them know that I'm not here to play games. When you're 23, it's like, okay, like when I was training when I was 23, it was just like, You come in, you could pay me coins, you could pay me when you want, you could pay me through Cash App, you could do this, you could kind of do whatever you want, right? But then when real life is hitting you and experience hits you, and you know what you want and what do you want out of this situation, you just plan things out differently. And basically, you just treat your clients like you're supposed to treat your clients like business and how business should be ran.
Okay. So I hope it's cool, but I'm going to ask you a couple questions because I'm really intrigued about you having an all-women's gym. First and foremost, it's really, really dope that women have a safe space where they can work out. Was that initially part of the reason why you decided to do this?
Yes. Having an all-women's gym was for everyone to have a safe space, for sure. I've trained in other spaces where there was males. It was all fun. Everybody was cool in the environments, but I just felt like my clients needed something different.
And with that said, what are the do's and do nots that men don't know about that women talk all the time when it comes to gym etiquette? What is, if you're, a guy listening out there, what can you tell the guys listening out there? Whatever it is, like, please do not do this while you're in the gym.
Don't follow me around. Don't try to talk to me. Like, don't talk to me at all.
And now, are you saying personally, or that's like a universal sentiment with all women? I'm
saying personally.
Okay.
So we'll go from personally to universal.
Okay.
So personally, don't talk to me because I'm focused. And I came here for one reason only, and it's not to get a boyfriend. So don't talk to me. Don't follow me. Don't critique me or try to give me any advice whatsoever. And I think that's it.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Okay.
And so universally, I'd say a lot of girls just want their space. I feel like some girls don't mind being acknowledged in the gym, but they just want their space. They want to be able to. You're already coming in a space a little bit insecure because that's why we're all there, right? So you staring them down or you asking them questions, it could distract them from their goal. So just basically giving women their space. That's really it. The rest, I feel like women are used to being looked at, right?
Yeah, so you said stared at, and I just have like a point I want to make, and you can kind of chop it up however you want to chop it up. So this is for guys and girls. It seems like, the clothes are getting just like tighter and shorter. And like I said, guys and girls, 'cause some guys, well, that's another podcast. But what do you say, when girls say, oh, you see it on Twitter or on Instagram, like, oh, these guys are staring at me, da-da-da-da-da. But yet, like, they're wearing sports bras and short shorts, which is fine, which is 100% fine. Women can wear whatever they want to wear. But realistically, walking by a man whose testosterone levels are all the way up, feeling good about themselves, what do women honestly expect men to do in situations like that?
I think I get it. If you come to the gym with short shorts on and your butt hanging out, what do you expect, right? And it's one of those things where, like, guys can't help it, right? And that's why you go to Body Banks Fitness.
There you go.
And not a public gym.
And now, I don't know your current situation, so I'm not going to leave you out to dry. But women in general, do you think they hawk men too?
I think they do. I think that from being a trainer in a different setting where there was males, I feel like, and I'm not talking to any of my clients specifically, but I feel like in that environment it was different. Like, in that environment, my girls came dressed, like, with their sunglasses on. Like, when they walked through that door, they came looking right. Now in my gym, we wake up, we come with our doobie on, no lashes, nails all broken. Like, it's a different environment. Mm-hmm. It's totally a different environment. And I just think that is how it is in life, right? If you're going anywhere where you know there's gonna be guys there, are you really gonna go as yourself,
Right.
or are you gonna try to make yourself look a little bit presentable, right?
I mean, on that note, it's even interesting to see how much gym culture has shaped over the years, where people will wear, fresh sneakers to the gym and buy gym outfits, right? I feel like that's a new phenomenon, like actual gym attire that's like, oh, I'm fresh at the gym, instead of like, all right, I'm gonna wear this white t-shirt that I wore the last 3 days just because, you know what I mean? I don't care if it gets dirty or sweaty or not,
Right. But I think attire motivates you to go to the gym sometimes. Agree. And if you have on a Body Banks outfit, it's just gonna snatch you, right? So I mean, why not? It's just gonna motivate you to get there. It's like the first day of school, kind of like you wake up and you got your 100%. Shit all together. You want to just feel good. You look good, right? Yeah.
100%. And now with working out, what can you say about the nutritional aspect of it?
I think the nutritional aspect is super important. I've trained so many girls over these 5-6 years of training, and there's some people I've trained who've never even changed their diet. The results came a lot slower, and the ones who've changed their diet, the results came a lot faster. So that's why I also have challenges, which I feel like those are like, it's just a whole different ball game where we're all on the same page. We're all going for the same goal. We're all eating the same, trying to get to a certain goal, and we're getting there faster than just a typical client who walks in the door and I'm telling them to follow a meal plan.
So with the meal plan, what do you advise women who, because it's a typical thing for, some women to say, I don't want to work out because I don't want to get brolic, right? Like they think that they touch a curl, all of a sudden their arm's going to explode, right? So what type of meal plan would you suggest, kind of, I know everyone's different, but a universal meal plan that all kind of women can get on to just like feel better and eat cleaner all around? Like what meal plan would that look like?
That meal plan would look like more greens, just like almost an alkaline diet where you're just... You're weeding out the meat. I know everybody's not vegan, but just a clean diet will really make you feel better. Like since the summer, everyone's at cookouts. You're eating meat. You're drinking alcohol, sugar. It weighs on you totally different. So to feel good, I would just say add more greens. More greens is better than anything.
And now I hate to ask you some difficult questions, but this is my job here. So there's a big kind of thing right now, like cancel culture, things of that nature, where, you can't call anyone too skinny. You can't call anyone too fat. It's just like, it's not right in today's culture, right? Fat shaming's a thing, stuff like that, right? Where does the line get drawn between, everybody is beautiful and no, this person's unhealthy?
That's a good question. I think the line gets drawn when it's about how you feel. Like even there's girls that are skinny that don't feel good.
Right.
Or girls that you think to yourself, you think they have the perfect body and they don't feel good. What did they do to really get there? You know what I mean? What is their day like? What are they eating? What are their daily habits? What music do they listen to? Who's their boyfriend? Like there's just so many things that you can say on that, and it's about who really feels good, because I feel like at the end of the day, if you're heavy set, I know heavy set women who are beautiful. They work out. Sometimes it's in your genetics. You're not gonna get as skinny as me or someone else, but if you feel good, why not?
Right.
Stay how you are. Still work towards getting better, but I feel like if you feel good, that's all that matters.
Right. I agree. Now I'm gonna get into some this or that questions. Hot or cold?
Hot.
And why?
Because I hate being cold. I legit hate being cold.
Whenever people answer cold, I always want to just reply like, all right, but you live in Rhode Island.
Right.
But I guess we get a little bit of everything, but those winters kind of be crazy.
Yeah, I'd rather be hot. I like hot.
Best rapper, Lil Wayne or Kanye West?
Lil Wayne's a Libra. So I'm gonna have to go with Lil Wayne.
See, you're horoscope heavy like that?
No.
Like it's like gang.
No, I'm not. But you know what happened? You know what really happened? I just watched an interview with Lil Wayne, and I feel like he doesn't talk much. He's not out there as much. He's not on social media. You don't really hear too much about Lil Wayne. And the interview...
It's probably because Birdman won't let him talk. But
right. The interview I watched was about mental health. And I just thought it was, like, crazy how we see these superstars, right? And you just never know what they're going through. So I think... he's a little bit more relatable. Like Kanye, I mean, he has obviously we all know he has mental health, but I think Lil Wayne's a little bit more relatable.
In a significant other or just in a guy in general, what do you personally prefer? Your guy to be muscular or your guy to have a dad bod? Now, like I said, like I know you. I don't know you super well, so I don't know too much about your past history.
Right.
So it's gonna be tough for you to lie on this question because anyone that can like dig some stuff up be like, wait, she said this, but you know, homeboy over here.
Nah, definitely muscular. Gotta have some good arms on you. Everything else is whatever.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. If you could be a signed gym athlete to any brand, what brand would it be and why?
Interesting. And you mean like Nike, Adidas?
Nike, Alphalete, Under Armour, Gymshark, you name it. If you could have anyone besides Body by Banks, of course,
right?
Any other one?
Me, no. I would do. Damn, I don't know. I guess like Nike. If I had to choose, right?
Okay. This next section is smooth or not smooth. So I'm gonna, give you some statements. You just let me know if it's smooth or not smooth. Okay. $300 first dates.
What's in the middle of smooth and not smooth?
Gotta pick one.
Like rocky, bumpy.
Gotta pick one.
I guess it's kind of smooth. If it's fun, it's smooth.
Okay. So it's more about the time than the money spent.
If it's fun, it's smooth.
Okay.
Even if there was no money spent.
Okay. I feel like I know your answer for this, but maybe I might be wrong. Surgery abs, and this is more so the guys getting surgery abs.
I mean, I don't really knock surgery, honestly. If that's what suits you, just don't catfish me.
But how would you know? Like, is it kind of the same with women? Like they end up with the belly button that's different.
I think so, but I don't think that. I think people that get surgery usually like, and this is don't come at me for it, but 8 times out of 10, people that get surgery don't change their habits.
Right.
So if you have a surgery 6-pack and you have the same habits, we don't know it's fake.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I agree. Splitting rent with your significant other.
Stop. Not smooth.
Not smooth.
I mean, see.
And now what I don't want you to do is try to be politically correct.
Yeah, that's
I feel like I can feel you wanting to say something straight up, and then you're like, oh, I don't want to come off wrong.
No, but not even that. Is that I am so I can always see both sides of things.
Yeah,
it's like the sickest thing that I have, right? But I feel like it's not smooth.
Stand on it. Damn it. Social media.
What about it?
Smooth or not smooth?
For my business, it's smooth. Very smooth.
Okay. Designer clothes.
Designer clothes. I guess it's smooth.
Okay. Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Not smooth.
Not smooth.
No,
That's
not
a shocker.
smooth. That is not smooth. I'm sorry. It's not.
So, as you know, like the new gym trend, the new just streetwear trend is guys wearing the really short shorts, and you're not into that.
No, I think it's like, nah, it's not it.
That's interesting. And now I'm going to ask some fire questions. So, first thing that comes to mind, that's what you tell me, okay?
Okay.
How do you feel about women who get surgery, so whether it be a BBL or, whatever the case may be, and then they post workout videos as if, they've been working out and that's the way that they lost all the weight?
I feel like it's unethical.
Wow.
Very unethical.
Do you feel kind of like slighted in that? Because you're like, man, like I dedicated my life to this kind of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of with everything. It's like the people that work hard, whether it's in the gym, for their business, whatever it is, and then people go and get cheat codes and then sell it like they didn't get a cheat code. It's unethical.
Okay. City you would like to live in. So basically, if you could pick any city, anywhere, you didn't have to worry about money. You didn't have to worry about a job. Your family, you'd move your whole family over there. What city would you live in and why?
I'd live in Houston. I've never been. I've been to Dallas, but I've never been to Houston. But it's something about Houston. I follow some like fitness influences there. I have family that live there, and it just seems like up and coming for Black people. So
I think it's a new Atlanta.
Really?
That's my thoughts about it. Like I feel like when Atlanta became like the hot spot and Black professionals and Black money, I think right next door now is Houston.
Houston, really? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Very good thing.
Okay,
Very good thing. I have the same pull. I want to go out there. I feel like I belong there for some reason.
Yeah.
But I've never been there myself. So
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, so that's
I have the
cool.
same sentiment towards it. Yep.
Yeah, I want to go there for sure.
Top 5 current artists that you listen to.
Little Baby, Little Baby, Little Baby, Little Baby, Little Baby. I'm mad annoying. I love Little Baby. And I listen to Chris Brown. I like Future. I like Brent. Brent's new album.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
Last one.
Jivion. He's cool.
In the gym, do you prefer hip hop or R&B?
Hip hop, for sure. I don't know how people listen to R&B.
I do.
Really?
Occasionally.
I think it's a guy thing, right?
Depends my mood, honestly. Yeah.
Like, does it make you feel sexy?
Yeah. Yeah. And then it's just like, like, what am I in the gym for real?
I guess. That's too slow. I need something to, like, mentally pump me up.
So you must mess with, like, the new Drake album, then. That's pretty up-tempo.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I want to go to, like, hear it in, like, London or something. It'll probably be a vibe.
Last but not least, if you could have lunch with anyone, who would it be and why?
That's funny. Lunch with anyone in the whole wide world?
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive? Wow. It would be somebody that I'd want to pick their brain. I'd have lunch with like Jay-Z or like Beyonce or something.
So you would pick the lunch with Jay-Z instead of $500,000?
What?
It was a big.
Oh, yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I would for sure pick a lunch with a person than money.
Wow.
Because I literally watch YouTube all day and I just like learn and shit. I like to pick people's brain.
Okay.
So can I pick yours?
100%. Are you about to ask me a question?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
So what do you think about going to the gym with your significant other?
I hate it and I wouldn't do it. and I don't recommend it. And I don't even like seeing other couples in the gym. I just think it's weird.
Really?
I feel like you and your girl should not be at the bench press. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. And I feel like you guys, like, one's hindering the other.
That's for sure. You're not working to your
no matter like
potential.
which way it goes.
That's
like,
for sure. That's for sure.
If my girl is spotting me, I can only do but so much, right? Or else none of us are gonna be able to pick it up. Right?
That's true. So that's true.
One of us, it's gonna hinder the workout a little bit.
Another question.
Go ahead.
This is my podcast. Do you? Would you rather your girl have a female trainer or a guy trainer?
Female.
Okay.
My fiance wouldn't be allowed to have a male trainer.
Okay.
Personally.
And so how did you feel when she went to Body Banks?
It felt amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did it give you a security that, like, not that, because, I mean, like, let's throw out, like, people having insecurities, right?
Yeah.
But just the fact, we just had that whole conversation about women going to the gym and guys looking at them. Did it give you a security to know that it's all females there?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. It did. 100%.
Cool.
100%.
Did she ever tell you what we talked about at the gym?
Nah. You know what? I kind of equate it to, like, barbershop talk. Right. It's like I'm not gonna really tell my girl like, yo, me and the guys were cutting it up. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't even ask. You know what I mean? I give her that kind of like, you know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm sure it's like some juicy stuff.
Very juicy.
But when do you guys have time if you're working out?
After and before and in between each set.
In between the set. Okay. Well, that's the time that we have for today. Thank you so much for coming in.
Of course.
Definitely appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.